Hello, it's Adam from Scan Pro Audio here once again with Simon with another amazing Genos 2 video. So today, I thought, after the last video that we did where we talked all about style control, we covered intros and endings and variations and amongst other things. But on this little section here that we covered in the last video, we missed this little section off at the end there. So I thought what we would do is we'd do a video all about the chord looper.
Chord looper, yeah.
So let's talk about chord looper.
Yeah, so I mean the first place to start would be why you would use it.
Yeah.
Before we tell you how to use it.
Yeah.
So obviously lots and lots of pieces of music do have sections. So verses, chorus, mid-eights, instrumentals. The ability to be able to program in a section of chords that literally is called chord looper because it loops around and round.
Okay.
You then aren't stuck into the same four chords or whatever that go round because you can have sections. So I'll show you that, shall I?
That's amazing, yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
then.
so if you go into the chord looper itself, you can just press record straight away and jump straight in and record your chords. But what we're going to do is go to the menu, and in here you actually have a chord looper section on page 1.
So I shall zoom in on that.
That's
Page
it,
1,
yeah.
you can see it, chord looper, top
And
right
up on
hand corner.
the top right hand corner here, chord looper. This will show you've got 8 sections. Now I'm going to just record, say, 4 simple chords, which you could play lots of songs to, and then I'm going to store them into section 1.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll do that for you now. Got a style on here.
Okay. Nice style.
Yep. So those 4 chords could be any chord, any that you do. So I'm just going to press record and put those four chords into the looper. When I've finished, I'm going to press the loop so that it starts straight away. As soon as I've finished those, it will then carry on repeating them for me. And then loop.
What's quite nice about it is as well, when you press loop then, you didn't press it, you didn't wait, you pressed it and it automatically looped at the beginning of the next bar.
Yeah,
which is quite clever as well.
Yeah, and it's literally just going round in those 4 chords until I stop it.
Great,
Yeah.
okay.
So those 4 now can be stored into one of these 8 blocks on the screen.
Okay.
And because that's the verse, I'm going to press memory and put it in number 1.
Okay.
And that's showing me on the screen.
You can see it. So there's the chords that you played.
That's right.
In number 1.
Yep.
Ah, great.
And then, you know, in the middle of the song, you might have a chorus or you might even have a mid-8 that goes off to a different set of chords, which I'm now going to record and then put into number 2.
Okay.
So this is the next part of the song, if you like. So press record.
Yep.
Slightly different length.
Yeah,
these two. And that's looped those now. Yep. And that will just keep looping round those. Now these ones are going to go into number 2. You don't have to put them in 2. You can put them in any order that you'd like.
Okay.
But for me, it makes sense to put them in the order of the song. Now, at this point, we can just leave it like that.
Just use those 2.
If that is the only pattern that is in the song that you use, we could just leave it there. Now, why don't we make just one more, just as a, no worries, just as an ending.
Yeah.
What we're going to do is go to the last one, just to, I mean, for no reason other than it's just a variety.
Yep.
And we're going to put just some chords in there that are going to be sort of tucked away. I'm just going to play one chord for about 4 bars. So press record.
Yep.
The 1 chord for 4 bars. And that's it.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to put that away in number 8 now.
Right, okay.
Can you see where this is going?
I can see where this is going.
Yeah, so now we've got those in, we can now be the sort of orchestrator
Yep.
without having to play the chords with the left hand.
Yep.
and we can control the looper and say play that section, or hold that section.
Okay.
And now you can just tap on the screen. So to play them,
Yep.
you would not want to record and stop, obviously. The looper, to turn them on, you press the looper on, off, and
On, off.
it goes orange.
Got you.
So the on, off means it's active now, and that's flashing to say it's going to loop round and round
Yep.
on whichever one you've got selected.
I've got you.
Yep. So what we'll do is we'll actually start with that one I just did.
Okay.
So press the start rhythm.
It's now ready. It's looping round, ready for you to
Yeah.
change.
Now at this point, you might be waiting for a singer.
Yeah.
You know, they're not quite ready. They're not quite ready. Ready to go.
Got you.
Go to the next section. You know,
Very, very clever.
and now we'll go back to the section 1. Great if you're a singer or playing in a bar, or
I also like it because it's very visual. Not only can you see the different elements on the screen here, but you can zoom in. You can see what chords have been played.
Yep.
You know, it's a really, really.
And I've just held it on that chord.
I like that. How you've
Yep.
done that one bar. It's clever.
Yep.
That.
And you could sit there for ages, couldn't you, while you wait for the next one?
So, for example, say you're playing now, and you're in number 2, and you've got your chords looping round, but then you want to take control and play the chords again. You literally just switch that off.
Okay, yeah. So you're just going to go ad lib.
Yeah. But say, for example, you let's say you're playing your song and you're confident with the song, but you always forget the middle 8, the chords for the middle 8. So you just literally want to play it all live, except that middle 8.
Yep.
So that when you get to the middle 8 section, you just switch on your chord looper.
Yeah.
Then the keyboard will take over,
Yeah.
play that middle 8, and then
will.
when you're ready to go jump back in again, press your on.
Yeah.
And then it will. It's very clever.
Yeah, so we could have that ready.
Mm.
It's there in the background as a safety net.
Yeah.
But you could play now manually with your chords in your right hand and play your... And that's ready for when I want it.
Yeah.
And then press the looper on, and it's
Very
taken over for me. Yeah, and you can turn it off midway.
Yeah, that is good. I like that.
So-
I mean, there's so many different uses for it, isn't there?
Yeah.
Because obviously, like you said, you can structure a full song in that if you wanted to. You
Yep.
could almost use it for that tricky bit of the song that you might. There's 3 bars with I'm just thinking, I don't know, the ending of Tico Tico or something. Something that's really fast.
Yeah.
You could almost record in 3 or 4 chords, have that looping round.
Yep.
And then it's just there going round to practice. Oh, I've done it wrong. Keep doing it and keep doing it until you're ready.
There's a couple of other uses as well, is that you might want to get that to take over the chords because you've only got 2 hands.
Yeah.
And you might want to play something else on the keyboard, basically as the third.
Okay.
You know, because when you actually press the looper on, it does something to the accompaniment.
Okay.
So the style that's running in the background, if we put that on now, with the looper on, what's happened, this is flashing now.
Right, okay.
And what that means, the flash is that the looper is active, and we no longer have a split.
Right, so I guess if you had like a 12-bar blues or something, you wanted to do a piano solo, that's great.
Yeah. So if you've chosen an instrument that can utilise the whole keyboard, more so not a guitar but maybe a piano, not saxophone, because you want something that can use the whole thing. If we put it on electric piano, we could have a nice electric piano there. Go back to our chords. That's going to loop around now. So now.
Yeah, I've got you. So it's, you now can do what you want, really, can't you? So
Across
I like
the whole
that.
keyboard. And you can change it now to go to. So again, we're still playing wherever we want to. Turn it off.
Clever.
Yeah.
That's really good. I like that.
So you could save that loop. It's quite specific, unless you're playing songs that, you know, maybe have just 4 chords throughout the entire song.
Yeah.
You would save this as a loop and give it a name.
Okay.
So we'll just call this 60s.
Okay, I'll jump into the screen so you can see that. So you press save at the top.
Press save at the top. Save here.
Yeah.
And then in here you can type in whatever you want.
Yeah.
So we'll just put 60s loop, I think, just for the purpose of this. So we'll type in 60s loop. And that's now stored the loop.
Yeah.
Not those chords. It's done them all as 8 sections.
Right. So it's almost that's good as well, because it's almost like you're not saving just that F add 9 over the G that you had. You're saving the whole song.
Yeah.
So you could name, you know, if you had a particular song that you were playing, name that. And then if ever you want to recall that, just presuming you load it, and it will load those 8 banks in.
That's right.
I like that.
It's good because you could then link that to what we're going to talk about next, is the registrations. So you could call up a song and say, oh, I'm going to play this particular song. Instead of me playing the left-hand chords, I'll get the looper to do it. And then you've got 2 hands to play full keyboard, or maybe split. You could have some strings or piano, or maybe it's a piece of music that's quite difficult to change. You might want to change your sheet music. There might be a difficult page turn. There's loads of uses.
I like that. That's a really good feature.
Yeah. Now, I did call it 60s loop because it sort of lends itself to that era.
Yeah.
But if we'd have called it something a bit more generic, one of the great features about the looper is that you can now change to a different style, and it will do the same chord changes,
right?
But with a different style. So if you pick something else, I mean, you could go for.
Shall we go for something
different?
Let's go for just go for pop.
Yeah.
And obviously we did a 60s pop, so why don't we do a 90s pop?
Great.
So
this will still do the same changes and the same loops, and the same everything we did, and the timing of 2 bars and 4 bars, but it will be in a different style.
Okay.
So just put the looper on and press go.
There it is.
So at the minute we've got our F over G. Let's have a look at what that's doing.
There we go. So
and now we can go back up. 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Like that. I like
and
that.
again, you've got the full keyboard.
Yeah.
Not only about the style changes, but the variations you can change as well.
And I guess fill-ins and do all that.
Yeah.
So it really does give you that freedom then.
That's
to
it.
kind of do what you want, really. You've got full keyboard at your disposal.
Yep.
You can still change the variations, still do your fill-ins. I like that.
Yeah. And from a composition point of view, if this isn't a song that's already been created and written, this is a good way to work out what goes where in a song. If you could put your own chords and your own composition. You could say, I'm going from this, but in sections, you might decide to build the chords for an intro in there. And then you're in control then, whichever one you want to pick, to change the order of the song.
Yeah, I like
and the
that.
structure of it.
Yeah, that's really clever.
Yeah. So that's that side of it. Also, the transpose works as well.
Okay.
So if you're in the song and you're on this chord, put that on. That's what I meant to do.
Yeah. So that's doing that, what we had before.
I could actually change chord, move to a different key, strike the chord again.
That's good.
And that's built up a bit of anticipation in the song.
I like
We've moved up a key. And you can turn it off and then take over yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. Sold. I want one.
Yeah.
Where can I buy one from? Buy one from Scan, of course. Yeah, no, I like that. That's really good.
Yeah.
And then you've also got in the screen there, you've got clear, I'm pretty. I don't know if you can see that there's a clear. I'm presuming that's just to delete one of those if you didn't like those.
You could do what I just did a moment ago on purpose and did it wrong.
Yeah.
If you said, "Oh, that was wrong," you could press clear and actually get rid of just that one.
Yeah.
Because I did the wrong thing. Do you want me to do that again?
You can do. Yeah.
So press clear.
Yeah.
Choose the one that you want to empty on the screen, and then it will disappear. But you've still got the other two that you had there, which is useful. You can import as well. So if both you and I, or you and a friend, or two people have the Genos 2 with the, you could share ideas.
Can I just say then, you said you and I, or you and a friend. So what does that mean? I'm obviously not a friend of Simon's, everyone. You heard that? You all heard that?
Yeah.
Or
two,
I know what you mean.
Two of your customers who have a Genos 2 who happen to be friends can share ideas, import, export. These are the chords I've done for this song. Email it over, pop it in USB stick.
That's really good.
That's good.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's a great feature. I think my favourite use for it is when you want to audition different styles, but you don't want to sit there playing the song. You want to actually even change in levels and trying to balance up. How much guitar is in this? How much bass?
Well, I often think, like, say for example, I'm going to say a name of a song just because whatever. But if I wanted to do, I don't know, Apache by the Shadows, really simple chords. You record them in, and then, like you said, it allows you then get your chord looper running. It then allows you to kind of audition styles and go, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. I like that one. That works, and or whatever.
And it can be taking one of the parts away for you that you have to concentrate on to let you focus on.
Yeah, and I don't know if you mentioned it, I think you did, but just to recap that as well, something we will cover on another video is the fact that you can then, once you've finished your song or your parts of your song or whatever, you can then store that as a registration and it will remember that. So next time you switch on your keyboard, you go to your song, press your registration button, all those chords come back as well. Yeah, really clever.
Yeah, it's a great feature.
Yeah, good on you, Yamaha. I like that. I want one of them. That was good. I like that. Nice and quick.
Yep.
Thanks for that. That was a good one, wasn't it? All about Chord Looper. So don't forget, if you join the queue to buy one of these, just like me, come to scan.co.uk to find the very best pricing, of course, on Genos 2 and, of course, all the amazing Yamaha keyboards. So thanks, Simon.
Pleasure.
We'll see you next time. Bye for now.